Hi lovers, how are you guys doing? Hilma Daniel here. Welcome to my channel. Please welcome to my channel. I've been quiet for a while, but there are a few things that I want us to talk about. But I've been seeing things that I want us to talk about, but I've been lazy and tired, and most of the time I just want to rest. This is a channel where we talk about productive stuffs. So if you see me coming to you guys, that means there's something that we need to talk about. There is something that we just need to talk about because, oh, what do you mean? Now I am here. I saw something very disturbing. I've been seeing quite a lot of things that I need us to talk about, but I've been really, guys, I've been not in my state of mind to just come and talk to you guys. So this is a babe, this is a girl, a teenage girl. She's selling herself in her parents' house. Her father passed on. It's only the mother that is alive. And now this lady have a child. They're answering each other in the way the girl is answering the mother. She is telling the mother that this is my father's house and I'm just getting the share of my father. It's a nice house. It's quite a nice house. And that is your grandchild. So it's your job to raise your grandchild. What is your job? What is your job? That is your job. Name. And in a way, when they're going back and forth at each other, the mother wants her now out of the house because she is stressing the mother. Ne? She's stressing the mother. And the mother is saying, you can go out, take your child and go. Ne? Take your child and go because you are stressing me. Ne? It's like a story of a woman or a girl that is just disrespecting the mother. Ne? I need to talk to my young people. Ne? Young people, come here. Ne? I like to say that of all things in the world, when I have been a child and I'm still a child of my parents, when I live my life wanting the best for me, but I also live my life prioritizing being a good child to my parents. Ne? Not only because they've been good parents to me, but because if there's one thing that I told myself ever since I was a child, is that I do not want to deliberately stress my parents. I don't want my parents to walk around growing gray hair because of me as their child. I still don't want that. I didn't want it in high school. I didn't want it in university. I didn't want it at any stage growing up. And I do not want it now when I'm an adult. Okay? My young people, I think we need to talk. Ne? I've seen 2 or 3 parents that are suffering because of their own children's. These kids answers them the way they want. These kids steal their money. These kids take their money from their pockets. These people threaten them. These people answers them anytime they want. These people, and I've seen this close, and it's very disturbing to watch. And I don't like this type of people. Ne? I don't like this type of people. Very disturbing to watch. And you really feel pity for parents. Ne? And I do not want to sit here and talk to parents. I've spoken to parents, or we can talk to parents some other times. I just want us to talk to our young people. Your future is in your own hands. Ne? Your future is in your own hands. You might live your life thinking you are tojanto pofingo. Ne? You are scratching people here by the neck. Ne? But truth is, you're just making your life difficult. Having to observe the love that I've received from my parents, I believe no one on this planet is gonna love me more than my parents and my siblings. And I don't care what everybody says. No one is gonna love me better. And I would say so, not only because I've experienced it, because I'm a mother myself. And as a mother myself, the love that I have for my children is like no other. Then it automatically comes to say that no one is going to love you more than your parents. You can run around looking for love in the streets, but this love at home is real. However, there are people that are just evil by nature. I'm not talking about those ones. They do exist. There are those siblings that are just evil by nature. I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about normal human beings. When you get this, don't take advantage of this. Ne? Don't take advantage of this as a child. Your life is in your own hands. The best you can do is try your level best to ask for guidance and allow your parents to guide you through life so that they can make your path straight. If you didn't make it in school, try to find other areas. Your parents definitely are also going to find other areas for you, and they're going to advise you accordingly. As in to say, okay, fine, looks like you're not doing good here. Let's try this. What do you think? Then you also bring in your own opinions. Maybe you try this and you try this, it's not working. Let's try this. Then maybe they see how well they can assist you so that you can have a good future. I believe that as parents, we don't stop being parents until we die. And as kids, you cannot stop being a child until we die. So at whatever age that I am, for as long as my parents are alive, they are my parents, I'm their child. I will always go back to them for guidance because they've lived this life longer than me. They have more experience. Children's. When we give birth to children's, it's not their job to raise our children for us. Their job was to raise us. It is our job or our responsibility to raise our children. That's why it's very important for us to bring kids into the world when we are able to provide for them and guide them accordingly throughout life. Ne? So it's very important for us as parents not to be reckless parents. Not to be, if you think life is tough for you already, to a point where you are selling yourself, definitely that does not make you a good parent. When you give birth to the child is going to suffer because now if your mother dies, you are left to parent the child. And definitely you are not going to parent the child any better because already you are out of order. So before we make life, before we create life, can we think as young people? Let us think, eh? Let us just think a little bit. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is that it's not our parents' responsibility to raise our children. It is our own responsibility. So this thing of dropping kids at our parents and forcing them to relive life of youthfulness as old as they are to raise kids is not fair on them. Ne? They do love their grandkids, however. We can take them for holidays. When we take them for holidays, that's why they spoil them and they come back very spoiled. I remember when I sent my son for holiday, he came back very spoiled. I have to touch him a little bit because he was out of order. Very spoiled. He's just crying for no reason and. You know, and then after a while, my mother is like, bring the child, bring. I'm like, okay, fine. Now I'm in a different state, but wait, I'll bring your grandchildren, just not now. Yeah? They love them. But that doesn't mean that we must abuse them. The parents love their grandkids, but we must give them a breather. We take their grandkids, they spoil them, the kids experience love that is not like the love at home. You know, when my mother's mother was alive, my grandparents, more especially my grandparents from my mother's side, I loved both my grandparents. I visited them, but the love from my my grandmother, my mother's mother, was more beautiful. Ne? That is me being fair. My grandmother, also on my father's side, was loving and caring, but the other love was just more nice. Ne? My father's mother didn't have eyes. Ne? I don't think she even saw us. Ne? But I could visit her more often. But me visiting my grandmother, you get spoiled. She used to spoil us a lot. So when we go there, she we don't cultivate for long. As we are from the village, we don't cultivate for long. Like when you're at home, 10 o'clock we're out of the field. At home we go until 2 o'clock or so. My mother makes us work. My grandmother gives us ontaku with sugar. She gives us sweets. She gives us chips. For as long as you think those people are not working, they spoil us. And you look forward to go to grandmother for holidays. And they really loved us. And she really loved us. She passed on. I think I was in grade 10 when she passed on. Ne? And yeah, may her soul rest in peace. We miss her. Okay. Love, when you have people in life, enjoy their love. They're not gonna be there forever. Ne? Don't mistreat your parents. There are people that don't have parents and they're suffering. Ne? There are people, and I'm not talking about bad parents, I'm talking about good parents. Because some of these bad treatments that I've seen here are of good parents. Ne? People, you can really tell this person is a good person. Then the child just turns out to be spoiled, and now you're abusing your own parent, your mother, your father. Let us not do that. It's wrong, man. I keep seeing it and I'm just like, these kids don't know what they're doing. And they even become adults. They don't know what they're doing. Yeah? Choices in life, we must critically think about choices in life. Choices that we make in life have consequences that might not be good consequences. So let us be careful of the choices that we're making in life. Another thing that I wanted to say is that I'm so disturbed. Another thing that I wanted to say is that yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. Tired. Yeah, another thing that I wanted to talk about is I think it flipped my head, my brain. I'm also forgetful now. So they are young kids. We need to be called to order. Ne? We need to be called to order. I've seen this type of behaviors around, ne? And I look at these people and I'm like, this is what I wanted to say. Ne? What goes around comes around. Sometimes not. You just don't know what tomorrow holds. Imagine if you are to be given a child that is just like you. Would you like it? Would you like it? Sometimes just be a good person so that maybe the universe can reward you better. Imagine you are being a troublesome person so much, just all over the place, troubling people. And then you give birth to a child that is just like you. How would you like that in life? That is what I wanted to. Before you think of hurting your parents so much, carry that in your brain, that imagine giving birth to a child that is just like you. Stressing your parents just like you are. Would you like that? Let us be good kids, please. Let us be good kids to parents. Let us love our parents as they loved us. If your parent did not do you like that, you've got no business doing them like that. Or if you got lucky and God blesses you in a way, go and live your life. Don't walk around collecting curses for no reason. Ne? That's it from me, Hilma Daniel. I do not want to make this video long. I'll see you guys in my next video. Ne? Do comment, to like, to subscribe to other, not subscribe, but then do watch other videos that are on the channel. Do subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let's learn together. Ne? We're just learning. I'm going to try to drop my wisdom here and there, and I want to learn from you as well. Life is quite a journey. That's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.